Good morning, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of Kapha Dosa for the spring term. And we're working towards the sun salutations as usual, getting things moving, getting some energy flowing. Today we're going to add some hip strengthening work because of stuff in the room. Hamstring stretches because again of a request from my students, and I wanted to add some neck and shoulder stuff using the belt. So if you've got a belt available, that would be great. So just find your spot and find your feet. Exhale, feel your feet. Inhale, open. And the other thing I forgot that I wanted to bring in is a bit of moon focus today. We focus on the sun a lot, but I wanted to bring in the moon because we had a big full moon last night. So as you inhale, if you like, you can visualize that full moon all around you. And exhale, hands to the belly, letting go of stress, tension, and just doing a bit of a cat-cow movement with the upper back, neck, and shoulders. And it was so interesting last night. Without knowing there was a full moon, I did a full moon practice. So just kind of reminded me how we are connected to nature even when we don't consciously know it. It's there calling us. So I'm going to bring in the full moon chant today just to balance out the sun work we do. Thought that could be fun. I'm going to make the moon a little bigger now. And the moon, one of our foci today, someone has low energy, and the full moon is about bringing in Soma. Soma is this divine nectar that the Vedas talk about, Amrita. Ayurveda calls it Ojas. It's vitality. We often think of women when they're pregnant as having lots of this energy. They glow with this soft, cool glow, not a hot radiance like the sun. It's a cooler energy, the moon's energy. It's a reflected energy, reflecting the light of the sun. And just finishing up, bringing the feet together. And add an Om on exhale. Inhale, arms coming up, spreading the fingers together. I'm going to bring my hands together and stretch way up. And then exhale, I'm going to do an Om. Just keep doing this in your own timing. We can be a chorus of Oms around the world. So inhale, you can visualize that full moon energy. Exhale, focus on the central channel from the top of the head to the feet. Inhale, creating a circular energy, and exhale, a vertical energy. You might might notice by adding sound, your exhale gets longer and smoother. Last one. Now we're going to stay in our balance, if that's comfortable. And you could have a block between your thighs if you like. And just breathing into that stability. This is for concentration. And release. All right, I'm going to move into the side body. Inhale, arms coming up to your place, palms together, interlocked fingers, crossed arms, or any other position that works for you. As you exhale, coming to one side and stretching long through the side body. Try to align your shoulders. Inhale, center, exhale, side. And again, you can visualize that full moon, that circular energy, tracing that with your hands, that circle of the moon. So you make a half moon, and then full on the inhale, and exhale the half. Moon represents the mind in the Vedas, the ancient culture and scriptures of India. They're 4,000 years plus old, so quite ancient, written in Sanskrit, and you can still learn how to chant them, which is pretty cool. And according to the Vedas, the moon represents the mind. Excuse me. And last month when I was thinking about this, I realized it's because when the full moon is full, it's perfectly aligned with the sun and it reflects the light of the sun. When you're ready, you can just stay on one side if you like. You can add one leg across, 1 foot across if you like. So you can try the outer foot, the inner foot. I like the inner one, but you can try both. You can change the crossing of your arms. You could do this against the wall. Your arms could be like this, of course, or no arms at all. So pick your medicine. So think about when you feel very aligned, when you feel very connected with yourself, your mind is not causing you trouble going to the other side. It's in service of your purpose, your higher purpose, your truth, your essence, your sun energy, your soul. And it's receiving that light from the soul. And it's calm. The mind becomes calm and serene when it can become receptive, not fighting, not trying, allowing. This crossing of the legs, if you've got some tightness in the hips and lower back, can be very helpful. Just releasing. Exhale. Okay, we're going to keep with these side bends today. So we're going to do Untitled Chapter, triangle. The feet are about one leg width apart. I've got the feet both facing in one direction so that the hips move easily. You could have the feet square. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, stretching way to the side, drawing the belly in and finding your leg. You could also find a chair if you prefer. It's your exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down, reaching way long and side. Inhale up. Suppose it's really great for working side body, the hips. I'm just going to do one more and then we're going to stay. As you stay here, you're just hanging out. You'll be using the core a lot. Let's add some neck and shoulders here. So you're going to inhale. You're going to bring the arm along the ear. You could also press your hand into the shin. Exhale. Bring the hand back and look down and away. Get into the neck and shoulders. Draw the belly in as you do that. Inhale, extend, lengthen. Could have that bottom hand on a chair if you like, or a block. Exhale. Turn, draw the belly in. I'm going to do that 4 times. And again, you're in that half moon part of the moon. You're just in one half of it. When you're ready, coming up. And exhale, feet parallel. And you're in the full moon now. Visualize that all around you, that soft, glowing light. Other side. Inhale, arms coming up. We're going to do the back and forth 4 times. Krishnacharya recommended repeating the Vinyāsas about 4 times minimum before staying. So that was one of his great innovations to the yoga world. And try to keep your shoulders even and don't go down so far that your back hip rotates forward. So try to keep just trying to look at you in the video and you can just see the little bit of that rotation forward. So just try to come up and down, keeping in that sagittal plane, that lateral space. Drawing the belly in. You might find one side easier than the other. I'm stretching really, really long, drawing the belly in, using the core. Use a lot of core strength, moving into these side movements. And now we're going to stay. I think that was about 4 times. It's a dynamic stay. Inhale, lengthening the top arm. You can have a micro bend in your front leg. Exhale, hand, arm back, looking down and away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hand up. Turn the head, look away. Inhale. Exhale. Ujjayi Pranayama, constricting the throat. Inhale. Exhale. This is our last one. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. Back to that full moon in the center of you. Inhale, arms circling that full moon. Exhale, forward bend. Om. Somāya Namaḥ. So the chant is Somāya Namaḥ. This is to that soma, that vital energy. Inhale, arms coming up, circling the fullness of the moon. And exhale, chanting with me or just listening. Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale. Now if you could put a little pause between the Somāya and the Namaḥ, it's called a krama or step, and it really builds the exhale to be able to have that little pause halfway. Somāya Namaḥ. So you can add that if you like. It doesn't sound quite as nice, but it's really good for building the diaphragm. Inhale up, tracing that beautiful, soft, white light. And exhale through the vertical. Somāya Namaḥ. Soma, that ojas, that vitality, divine nectar, amrita. Somāya Namaḥ. Drawing the belly in as you do that ha. It's called mahapranam. Great way to get rid of toxins in the lower gut. Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And if you like, arms at the side. And just visualize that radiance all around you. But this is the glow of the full moon. So I'm sure you've seen full moon reflected on water before. Very soft light. This glow is said to feed the plants at night. And now that I'm gardening again, 25 years later, when you leave the light on for your plants at night, they do grow a little faster. So the moon gives that extra light. You get to grow a bit at night, which is pretty cool. And it's a very soft, nourishing light. It's not that harsh light of the sun. It's a nourishing light, restorative light. All right, so we're going to keep going. I seem to be doing a mind emotion class again. It's the full moon energy. Inhale, arms coming up. We're going to work you a little harder now. Got to get a bit more fitness in here. Exhale. We're going to come to the side and we're going to do that side bend. So I want you to visualize that as the half moon, and then inhale through the full moon. And exhale, again, going into your half moon. If it's hard, you can leave the foot down, or if you can, bring it up. You could have a chair on either side that you move towards. And this is also for strengthening the hips. So one of you has some instability in the hips, and this is, most of us actually have weak abductors, very common, those outer hip muscles. And as we age, this becomes even more important for fall resistance. For me, working this area also helps me not have persistent pain in my hips. So I always like to sign up for that program. Anything that helps get rid of pain sounds good to me. This is also emotionally very balancing. It's called Samana Vayu. It's this balancing pendulum movement that the ancients talked about in the Vedas. the pendulum movement of the small intestine. So that's, I don't know how they knew that without having done dissections at that point, but they somehow knew that. And it's the pendulum movement from left to right hemisphere of the brain. And it's bilateral. You can try staying on one side if you want to have some fun. Just see if you can balance a bit. In that half moon, try to lengthen. Draw the belly in. It's a bit challenging. Inhale. Keep really long as you come through the center, and keep really long as you stretch out to the side as well. Feel the space beyond the hands, beyond the feet. Feel the belly drawing in as you exhale. Woo. And don't fall. That was funny. And exhale. I always feel like a kid when I do this. I'm going to do another side movement. We're going to go into Parshava Khanasana. So this is a wider leg stance, more of a warrior two, heel to heel alignment or heel to arch. I've got my toes both facing one direction for my hips. The back foot can be square to the front, 90 degrees if that feels better. That's another alignment cue that Mr. Reagh teaches. Inhale, arms coming up, and exhale through your warrior two, and then stretching really long and finding your side angle. And then inhale, extend the arm. That's an inhale. Exhale, hand to the sky, and if you like, you can look down and away as you do that for the neck and shoulders. Inhale through your warrior two, and exhale, starting position. Inhale through the full moon energy of the two sides. Exhale, you're going to go into one side of that moon. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, hand back, look down and away, getting into the neck and shoulders. Inhale through the warrior two. Exhale, center. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. And side angle. Inhale, extend. Parshava Khanasana. Exhale, hand back, look down. Inhale, Virudhrasana. It's second variation. Exhale, release. Lots of movement of the neck and shoulders during that last time. Inhale. Exhale, bend, tracking that knee over second toes. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hand back. We're just going to stay here. Inhale, extend. Now we're going to add a different Vinyāsa. Exhale, bend the elbow, look down. Inhale, straighten the arm, look front or up. Keep that going. Now, in terms of where your lower arm is, depends. Keep your shoulders aligned. So many of us resting on the thigh gives us better alignment. Hopefully you can use your camera to your benefit so you can actually see yourself. So that's one of the bonuses of working with computers. You get to see yourself. I like to put my arm inside my hip to get into that konasana of the pose, the hip part. If you have already more flexibility in the hips, it might be better for you just to rest on top and work on stability. When you're ready, just finishing up. Exhale, hand to the sky, look away. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, center, feet parallel. And that's a fair amount of work. Feel your heart rate. Probably elevate it. This is how yogis do cardio. All right, so it's always amazing to me how healthy you can be just by doing all this. recently just did all my measurements. I got an Apple Watch for my birthday and I'm like, wow, I'm really, really healthy. That's great. All my metrics are good. All that yoga. Exhale, going into your warrior two, into your side bend. Inhale, extend, lengthen. Exhale, hand back, look away, open the hip if you like with that lower arm. Inhale through your warrior two. Exhale, center. Let's feel the full moon again. Inhale, arms coming up. Two sides of the moon. Exhale, going into the one side of the moon, that half moon. Inhale, extend through that whole half moon. Exhale, hand up, look away. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, starting position. Lots of head movement. Two more times. You can do this in your own timing or with me. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, center. Inhale, feeling the full moon. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lengthen the top arm, whole side body into the hip, into the lower back. Exhale. One of the best poses for scoliosis that I know. Inhale, coming up, lower back pain. Exhale, release. The next one, we're going to stay at the bottom. I'm giving you an extra here. Inhale. Exhale, going into the side. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, bend the elbow, turn the head, working neck and shoulders and strength. Don't want to open that hip, rest your arm on the top of the thigh if you have too much external rotation in that hip. Draw the belly in as you exhale. Inhale, extend. So bend and turn. Trying to do this at least 4 times. And just finishing up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hand up, look away. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, center. Come to your samastiti, or even standing. Notice your feet. If you do have imbalance in your hips, notice how you're weighting on both feet a bit more now. All right, forward bend with hip movement. So, need a fair amount of space for this one. I'm hoping I have enough space here. Actually, I think I'll go into this part of my room and I'll be able to do better. Just gonna angle up a bit the camera. Make sure you can see, down, see my feet. Okay, inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, twist to one side and come down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, twist to the other side and come down. Inhale, coming up. So you need quite a bit of room for this one. Exhale, center. Inhale up. Now you can also do this with bending one knee at a time, and this is very strengthening for the hips. Exhale, bend the knee, and it opens the opposite groin. Inhale up. Exhale, twist, come down.
Bend that knee if you like. Inhale, come up. You can do one arm or both arms moving. Exhale, center again. You can bend the knees. You might find your back decompresses and you get into your groin. Inhale up. Just keep this going. And if you like, visualize the two sides of the moon. And then when you go to the center, visualize the full moon. Just do this in your own timing. A few more rounds. One of my favorite ones for working with hip balancing, strengthening and stretching. And emotionally, very soothing because that Samana pendulum movement. Last round. Now this time, stay forward. You might need to see me for a minute. You're gonna bend one leg at a time. So I'm gonna start by bending my left, and I'm bringing my arms at the side. This will look like your right. So I'm gonna say right for you. Bend the right, inhale. Exhale, through the center, forward bend, straighten the legs. Inhale, other side, arm side. There's different ways to do this. I'm just going to do this variation today. Really great strengthening, stretching the hips. And just finishing your last round. And just stay in the center for bend. You can bring your hands forward if you like. And prepare for up dog. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, forward. Exhale, looking back and bending the knees if you like. Getting into those hips. Inhale if you like. Wading into the hands, looking forward into an up dog motion. Exhale. Drawing the hips back. And coming into your Prasarita Pada Uttanasana with your hands between your legs. Your head could come to the floor. You can use a block there if it doesn't reach. You can hold your big toes with your peace fingers if you like. You can hold the ankles if that's easier for you. Bend the knees, you can use blocks, and you can use a chair. Right in the center of that full moon. When you're ready, coming up. Slowly, halfway, exhale and inhale the other way. Finding your samastiti. Coming up slowly. Might feel a bit dizzy. You should definitely be feeling your hips. And we're going to do a little bit different than sun salutations today. I'm just going to play a little bit, but we are going to use the chair bench, or you can use your blocks or just the floor. So
I'm going to try to do a bit more of a moon salutation today. So it's going to be a little bit gentler. So I'm facing my bench. I've got my mat on the bench just for security. Inhale through the full moon and exhale. Forward bend. I'm going to add Somāya Namaḥ to that exhale. Inhale, you're going to bring your left foot back. And as you bring your arms up, I want you to visualize the full moon that you're tracing. Exhale, bowing the head to the heart and to the earth as you step back. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, tracking back, bending the knees. Inhale, left foot forward, right back, drawing that full moon. Exhale, bowing to the earth. Inhale, drawing that full moon all around you. Exhale, connecting with your inner light deep in your heart, which radiates like the sun, the source of the light of that full moon, your mind. Inhale, coming up, doing the right side. I'm going to add Somāya Namaḥ with an Om. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right back. Down dog. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale, look up. So track back. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale through the full moon. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Second round, left and right. We're going to add an up dog this time. Inhale. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Left. Comes through that full moon all around you. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Up dog or just plank. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Left. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale through the full moon. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right. Inhale through the full moon. That soma, that radiance, that glow. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right. Om
Somāya Namaḥ. Up dog. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right. Arms through that radiance. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Hands to the heart. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Take a little breather. Notice how you feel. Energized with the soma, the vitality, the ojas, divine nectar. Do 2 more rounds. Inhale. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Left. Goes through the full moon. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale, up dog. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Left. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale through the full moon. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right side. Inhale through the full moon. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale, up dog. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale. Exhale to the heart. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Take a breather. Last 2, last round. Sun at the heart. In alignment with the mind. The full moon. receiving the light of the sun and being in service of the soul and her purpose. Inhale, arms up through that soma all around you. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Left. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Up dog. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Left. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale through the radiance. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Last one. Inhale. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Up dog. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Right. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Inhale through that glow of the moonlight. Om Somāya Namaḥ. Find your samsthiti. Notice how you feel. Let the breath settle. Just for something a little bit different today, we're just going to end with pranayama and meditation. When there's full moons, it is advised that you do these deeper practices. It's a great opportunity to connect. Sit on a chair, sit on the ground. Any comfortable position. Come a little closer. See a bit
All right.
So
I'm just going to start with Chandra Benna Pranayama. This is my personal practice pranayama. So this is what I was doing last night without even knowing it was a full moon. So you use your Mrigi Mudra with your hands if you can, which is this position. A lot of people cannot do that. So modification is you can do word up, or you can just create some beaks with your hands like this. Okay.
I like to use one hand and then the other. And I also like to count my breath by doing the Vinyāsa with the opposite hands. I think you all know this from last term. So inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Hope you can see that okay. Inhale up, thumb up, exhale, finger down the thumb. Inhale, thumb up, finger, exhale, finger down the thumb, etc. I count that with the opposite hand. You do not have to do that, but it is a great way to work on the neck and shoulders, concentration, and make the movement bilateral for your body mind. All right. So any of those choices, you can also count by just using your fingertips of the opposite hand. So we're going to do 4 switch hands, then we're going to do 4 rounds, switch hands, do 4 rounds, and that's the 12, the classical 12. Okay, I'm starting with my right hand, and I'm doing my Vinyāsa with the left. So all 4 fingers, so 4. Inhale through the left nostril. So this is the moon side, the Ida side of the nadi, the Chandra side, the moon side. Inhale. I'm going to do a hold after inhale. And exhale, other side. That's the Surya side, or the Pingala, the hot side. So this is for strengthening the mind. Okay, that was a demo. I'm going to add my finger movement. Inhale left, exhale right. Holding after inhale. If you can, half closing that nostril that you're exhaling out of. Do 4 of these and then switch sides. So I'm starting with a simple ratio. Inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 4. I'm switching sides. Inhale left, exhale right, same, but I'm using the opposite hand to hold the nostril and to count Vinyāsa. I'm doing with my right hand. Doing 4, hold after inhale. This time inhale 5, hold 2, exhale 5 if you can. I'm getting ready to switch sides. You might be in a different place. That's fine. Last round. Inhale 6, hold 3, exhale 6 if you can. When you finish, release. Inhale both arms up. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Exhale. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Namaste. Namaskaram.